Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic that has fascinated and confused many, the idea of eliminating white foods from your diet. You've probably heard people say that these foods are harmful and should be avoided at all costs. But what if I told you that not all white foods are bad, and some of them might actually be beneficial? Stay tuned as we unravel this surprising truth, backed by scientific insights and practical strategies to provide you with the clarity you need. Let's start by defining what we mean by white foods. Generally, this term includes items like white sugar, white bread, white rice, white potatoes, and dairy products. It's a widespread belief that these foods are devoid of nutrients and can lead to a variety of health issues such as obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. While there is some basis for these concerns, it's not the whole story. Why has eliminating all white foods become a popular notion? Much of it stems from broad generalizations and common misconceptions, which we will address today. Our goal is to provide a balanced view so you can make informed dietary choices. One of the main challenges with the idea of cutting out all white foods is that it can create unnecessary fear and confusion about what is healthy to eat. Many people assume that if a food is white, it automatically lacks nutritional value and is harmful. This oversimplification can lead to dietary restrictions that might exclude foods that are beneficial to our health. For instance, eliminating dairy or potatoes might deprive us of important nutrients if not adequately replaced. The labels we place on foods are often too simplistic and don't take into account their full nutritional profiles. This confusion can make it difficult to create a balanced and nutritious diet, putting our health at risk. So what are some of the health benefits and nutritional value of these commonly criticized white foods? Let's look at each one individually. 1. White potatoes. Often criticized for their high carbohydrate content, white potatoes are in fact good sources of essential nutrients. They contain vitamin C, potassium, and dietary fiber, especially when consumed with the skin. According to the USDA, a medium-sized potato with the skin provides about 27 mg of vitamin C, which is nearly half of our daily recommended intake. 2. White rice. While white rice is often dismissed for its high glycemic index, GI, it can still be a valuable part of a balanced diet. Research highlights that it is a good source of energy, particularly for athletes or those who have higher caloric needs. Scientific studies published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition also indicate that consuming white rice along with other nutrient-dense foods can mitigate its high GI impact. 3. Dairy products. Despite their white color, milk and yogurt are packed with nutrients such as calcium, protein, and essential vitamins like B12. The National Institute of Health confirms that adequate calcium intake from dairy can help in preventing osteoporosis. 4. White sugar and white bread. These are best consumed in moderation. The key issue with these foods isn't necessarily their intrinsic properties, but rather the quantities in which they are consumed. High consumption can lead to health issues, but occasional moderate intake, according to a balanced dietary context, is generally considered acceptable by health experts. Practical strategies. Portion control. Focus on serving sizes. Using smaller plates and measuring portions can help you manage intake of higher-calorie white foods. Balance with nutrient-dense foods. When consuming high GI foods like white rice, pair them with high-fiber vegetables and lean proteins to balance the meal. Choose whole foods when possible. Opt for whole grain versions like brown rice or whole grain bread when possible. But understand that excluding white versions is not critical if your overall diet is balanced. Mindful eating. Practice mindful eating by listening to your hunger and fullness cues to avoid overeating. The key takeaway here is moderation and balance. Foods shouldn't be vilified based solely on their color, but should be evaluated based on their overall nutritional composition and how they fit into a balanced diet. Whole foods, minimal processing, and portion control are crucial aspects of healthy eating. Cutting out all white foods isn't necessary and can be harmful if it leads to nutrient deficiencies or unhealthy eating habits. The goal is not to embrace or completely reject white foods, but to understand how they can fit into a balanced, varied, and nutritious diet. To wrap things up, we've discussed the risks of broadly categorizing all white food as bad, and understood that they can still play an important role in a balanced diet. By examining specific white foods and their nutritional values, we highlighted that not all are created equal. The main point stands firm. Moderation and an informed approach to your dietary choices are essential. Instead of eliminating entire categories of food based purely on color, focus on diversity and balance in your eating to ensure you get the best nutrition possible. We'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on white foods? Have you tried eliminating them? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest discussions and tips on nutrition and healthy living. Stay healthy and see you next time.